We have Darren. Go ahead, Darren. You're on with Josh Jalinski, the financial quarterback. And our listener call line is 800-321-0710. Go ahead, Darren.
Hi, Josh. I have a question. A few years back, I was listening to Dave Ramsey, and he was saying, "Oh, I owed like $1,000 or $100,000 on my mortgage." He's like, he's telling people, just sell your stock and pay off your mortgage. So I did that, and of course, over the last 3 years, that stock doubled. So I lost all that gain that I would have got. And now I see, like, through a lot of these federal credit unions near my house, I can get like a no cost mortgage. Like, it will just be like a fee. I think it's like $500, and I could then, my house is worth $300,000, and I could take it like $100,000 out and like what I paid up for it and invest it. I can get like an 8-year, a 10-year, or a 12-year.
Yeah, well, do you have enough money to save, or no, it's all in your house?
Yeah, I mean, I have like close to $2 million saved,
So you have enough. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah. I never advocate using money that would have paid off a house or extracting money out of your house to invest in the stock market. But I don't advocate selling stocks or taking cash that you need for liquid emergencies to pay off your mortgage. You got to think like a bank, right? How does a bank make money? Not by doing what Ramsey says. A bank makes money we could create a bank, Ernesto, 10 million, we gather $10 million. In fact, I would do this today if you want. Take $10 million and you apply for a federal bank charter, okay? You get a group of investors together, you get $10 million, you apply for a loan essentially from the Fed. And 10 million then acts like 100 million. You have the power to loan out 100 million at, let's say, 3% interest. Your loan from the Fed is, say, 1%. And you're making 2% on essentially other people's money. It's a brilliant system. Alexander Hamilton decried that, by the way. All these people praising Alexander Hamilton because they don't even understand history. Alexander Hamilton wanted one bank to rule the country. It's why we have the Fed now. And that's why all these people praise Alexander Hamilton, because they love that. But you got to think like a bank. 10 million can act like 100 million. So your 2 million can maybe act like 2.5 million with what's called safe positive leverage. No, you don't want to try this at home, and you don't want to try this without financial help. But what did you do when you sold off those shares of stock to pay off your mortgage? You had a long-term cost that you will never repay. You missed 3 or 4 years of the best market run-up in history. So you probably would have doubled your money, tripled your money. You could have paid off your house and then some, had you would have employed principles that I talk about on a regular basis. Some people don't like financial stress. So a paid off house is peace of mind. And that's fine, but you'll never have peace of mind, truly. That's a spiritual thing, I think. Because the more you make, then the more problems you can have. You could get sued. You could have a fire, burn down, all of your treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves can break in and steal. So there's a lot of issues with the whole concept of, just paying off your house. It implies that your mortgage is your only bill. It really isn't. Then you have home insurance. Then you have property tax. Then you have no leverage to deploy maybe you want to start a business. So I would say you call us for the 27-point ultimate financial game plan at 888-988-JOSH. And yeah, I mean, you want to look. We are at some of the lowest interest rates in history. Take advantage of those lowest rates.